morning to all. Good morning to all. Welcome to Exam Tricks 99 YouTube channel. Welcome to Exam Tricks 99 YouTube channel. இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதான் நான் போடுற எல்லா வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். கண்டிப்பாக எல்லா எக்ஸாமுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். நான் போடுற எல்லா வீடியோவும் வாட்ச் பண்ணுங்க. ஜென்ரல் நாலேஜ் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஜென்ரல் நாலேஜ் கொஸ்டின் அண்ட் ஆன்சர் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். ஆல்ரெடி 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தாச்சு. ஜென்ரல் நாலேஜில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, ஜியாகிரஃபி, பாலிட்டி, எக்கனாமிக் கொஸ்டின், சயின்ஸில் ஃபிசிக்ஸ், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, பாட்னி, பயாலஜி 1000 கொஸ்டின் முன்னாடி ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்துச்சு. இப்போ வந்து இன்னொரு 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்த்துட்ருக்கோம். அதர் 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்த்துட்ருக்கோம். ஆல்ரெடி 1000 கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தாச்சு. நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நிறைய வீடியோ அப்லோட் பண்ணிட்டேன். 1000 கொஸ்டினில் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஸ்டின் தான் இருக்குது. எல்லாமே எஸ்எஸ்சி, யூபிஎஸ்சி, ஐபிஎஸ்சி, ரயில்வே ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட் போர்டு, பேங்க் எக்ஸாம், என்டிபிசி எல்லா எக்ஸாமுக்கும் யூஸ் ஆகும். கண்டிப்பாக ஹிஸ்ட்ரியில் ஏகப்பட்ட கொஸ்டின் இருக்குது. எக்கனாமிக்ஸில் எல்லா ஏகப்பட்ட கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன். யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. பாருங்கள், அனதர் 1000 கொஸ்டின் இப்போ போட்டுட்ருக்கேன். வாட்ச் பண்ணுங்கள். முன்னாடி ஃபிசிக்ஸ் பார்த்தாச்சு. இப்போ வந்து கெமிஸ்ட்ரி பார்த்துட்ருக்கோம். இப்போ வந்து கெமிஸ்ட்ரி வீடியோ பார்த்துட்ருக்கோம். ஓகே, நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. கெமிஸ்ட்ரி கொஸ்டின் கண்டிப்பாக வந்து 300 கொஸ்டின் 400 கொஸ்டின் இருக்கும். கண்டிப்பாக கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். வாட்ச் பண்ணுங்கள். கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் வந்து 300-400 கொஸ்டின் இருக்கும். கண்டிப்பாக யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். வாட்ச் பண்ணுங்கள். ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். இந்த வீடியோவில் ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக் இருந்துச்சு, ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு தெரியலன்னா கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். கமெண்ட் பண்ணால் நான் ரிப்ளை பண்ணுறேன். கண்டிப்பாக கேஷன் இருக்காது. கேஷன் இருந்தால் கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். டவுட் இருந்தால் கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். கண்டிப்பாக நான் ரிப்ளை பண்ணுறேன். யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். எல்லா எக்ஸாமும் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ஆல்ரெடி 1000 கொஸ்டின் போட்டுட்டேன். இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும், வீடியோவில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். 1000 கொஸ்டின் போட்டுட்டேன் நிறையா. இப்போ அனதர் 1000 கொஸ்டின் போட்டுட்ருக்கேன்.
Which substance does not have a melting point? Glass. 10. Which was the first metal used by man? Copper. 11. In which city of India the diurnal range of temperature is maximum? New Delhi. 12. What is the number of water molecules present in Morse salt? 8. 13. Why are metals good conductor of heat than insulator? They contain free electrons. 14. A mixture of camphor and benzoic acid can be easily separated by which method? Chemical method. 15. If a material placed in a magnetic field is thrown out of it, then how is the material? Diamagnetic. 16. In organic compound, halogens are estimated by which method? Carrier's method. 17. To which are phototropic and geotropic movements linked? Oxene. 18. A place having an average annual temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and an annual rainfall of over 200 cm. Where is this? Singapore. 19. Which is the most unreactive gas? Hydrogen. 20. Which is the major oil producing area in USA? Texas, Louisiana Belt. 21. Which country leads the world in the export of oil? Saudi Arabia. 22. With the rise of temperature, what happens in the speed of sound in a gas? Increases. 23. The isotopes of chlorine with mass number 35 and 37 exist in which ratio? 3:1:24. When the radius of the Tg coil is decreased, what does happen in its sensitiveness? Increases. 25. The United Nations declared 2014 as which International Year? Crystallography. 26. Which colloids are solvent-loving colloids? Lyophilic. 27. The resistance of material increases with temperature. What is this? Metal. 28. Which relates to the formation of the Himalayas. Folding of the geosyncline. 29. Which material is very hard and very ductile? Nichrome. 30. Which was the scientist who was responsible for the rejection of vital force theory? Lavoisier. Remove watermark. Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Chemistry. Sister question answer 1. Which award is associated with agriculture? Bolog Award. 2. Which rays will deflect in electric field? Cathode rays. 3. Most of hydrocarbons from petroleum are obtained by which method? Fractional distillation. 4. The mass-energy relation is the outcome of which theory? Special theory of relativity. 5. If the atmosphere is cooled, what is its capacity for water vapor? Lowered. 6. Which alloy used in making heating elements for electric heating devices? Nichrome. 7. Which purified oil does aviation fuel for jet aeroplanes consist? Kerosene. 8. Which metal is used for generation of nuclear power? Uranium. 9. Anantapur district in Andhra Pradesh is famous for which metal? Gold. 10. Silver is obtained from the lead and zinc ores of Zawar mines in which city? Udaipur. 11. Which is the best conductor of electricity? Silk. 12. Through which material does sound travel slowest? Wood. 13. Most of the plants obtain nitrogen from the soil in which from? Nitrates. 14. Which polymer is used for making bulletproof material? Polyethylene. 15. By which the maximum amount of energy in the present day world is provided? Coal. 16. The first law of thermodynamics is concerned with the conservation of which thing? Energy. 17. Which country is rich in oil? Indonesia. 18. Which are macronutrients provided by inorganic fertilizers? Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. 19. What is the average salt content in a liter of seawater? 35 grams. 20. In which Tyndall effect is not observed? Sugar solution. 21. Which is nuclease enzyme begin its attack from free end of polynucleotide? Exonuclease. 22. Which is electrical circuits used to get smooth the output from a rectified circuit called filter? 23. Which soil is best suited for cotton? Rigor. 24. Why is the yellow color of urine? Due to the presence of urachrome. 25. Which state is the largest producer of coffee? Karnataka. 26. Which enzyme changes maltose into glucose? Maltose. 27. Which planet has the longest day and the shortest year? Mercury. 28. Which polymer is widely used for making bulletproof material? Polyethylene. 29. Which three important micronutrients are essential for humans? Copper, zinc and iodine. 30. What is the name given to an almost circular coral reef inside which there is a lagoon? Atoll. Remove watermark 1 share PDF element. General Studies. Chemistry. Sister question answer 1. Chocolate can be bad for health because of a high content of which element? Nickel. 2. Galvanized iron sheets have a coating of which metal? Zinc. 3. Chlorophyll is a naturally occurring chelate compound. What is the central metal in this? Magnesium. 4. Chemical name of washing soda is? Sodium carbonate. 5. What will you put into pure water in order to pass electric current through it? Common salt. 6. Which fuel causes minimum environmental pollution? Hydrogen. 7. Which hydrocarbon is mainly present in gobar gas? Methane. 8. The codes of fractional atomic weights of elements. The presence of isotopes. 9. Which gas has maximum calorific value? Oil gas. 10. Phosgene is obtained by the reaction of carbon monoxide and which gas? Chlorine. 11. Which petroleum refinery product has the lowest boiling point? Gasoline. 12. Which sets indicated the aeolian process? Corrosion, attrition, deflation. 13. Which compound does not contain NO group? Aldehyde. 14. Maximum hydrogen bonding would be observed in which compound? Methanol. 15. What are the metallic constituents of hard water? Calcium, magnesium and iron. 16. What is the maximum number of hydrogen bonds in a H2O molecule? 4. 17. The nitrogen percentage is the highest in which fertilizer? Urea. 18. Which are the high temperature superconductors? Ceramic oxides. 19. Which pollutant is produced from vehicles that cause mental diseases? PB, lead. 20. What makes a lemon sour? Citric acid. 21. In which type of coal percentage of carbon is the highest? Anthracite. 22. What is formed when white phosphorus is heated at 540 K in the absence of air? Red phosphorus. 23. Which acid is used to removing and rust stains and cloth? Oxalic acid. 24. Which metal is present in photo films? Silver. 25. Which is the highest grade of coal whose surface is shining and has the highest calorific value? Anthracite. 26, which is an element which never exhibits positive oxidation state in any of its compounds. Fluorine. 27, blue litmus paper is converted into red in solution of which thing? Acid. 28, which is another name of RDX. Cyanide. 29. What is the negative logarithmic value of hydrogen on cold? pH 30. A bee sting leaves an acid which causes pain and irritation. Which is that injected acid? Metanoic acid. Remove watermark Wondershare PDF element. General Studies. Chemistry. System question answer 1. In an atomic nucleus, by which force are neutrons and protons held together? Exchange forces. 2. By which a mixture of naphthalene and benzoic acid can be separated? Chromatography. 3. By which carbon and hydrogen are estimated inorganic compounds? Lieberg's method. 4. Which isotope of uranium capable of sustaining chain reactions? U-235. Which is natural source of gamma rays? Radon gas. 6. Which is the substance which can act both as an acid and a base? Amphoterics. 7. Where is the smog is likely to occur? Near the industrial areas. 8. Which property of the elements is a whole number? Atomic number. 9. What are the atoms of the elements which have same number of neutrons called? Isotones. 10. What happens to the level of mercury in the barometer tube when it is taken down a coal mine? It rises. 11. Which metal is extracted by electrolytic reaction method? Aluminium. 12. Which is the basis of modern periodic table? Atomic number. 13. By which can the location and energy of an electron in an atom be specified? Quantum numbers. 14. Which is also called stranger gas? Xenon. 15. Mixture of which pair of gases is the cause of occurrence of most of the explosions in mines? Methane and air. 16. Rainwater collected after 30 to 40 minutes of raining is not suitable for drinking. Why? Because it is acidic. 17. What is the poison of honeybee? Acidicating. Which inorganic precipitate acts as semi-permeable membrane? Copper ferrocyanide. 19. In which biological process sugar is oxidized to release energy? Respiration. 20. To prepare a standard solution of a substance, what is generally used? Measuring flask. 21. How does transfer of heat energy from the sun to the moon take place? By radiation only. 22. Which is the inactive component of oil of clove? Eugenol. 23. In methane molecule, how are the 4 hydrogen atoms arranged? As tetrahedral. 24. What are rubies and sapphires chemically known as? 25. Which pair of metals constitutes the lightest metal and the heaviest metal, respectively? Lithium and osmium. 26. Energy transferred to a person through gamma rays is measured in by which unit? Roentgens. 27. Which element has the lowest electron affinity? Argon. 28. What does the emission of SS particle increases the atomic number by 129? A fruity smell is obtained by the reaction of ethanol with which compound? CH3CuO30. Which gas do not considered as polluting agent of air? CO2. Remove watermark 1-PDF element. General Studies. Chemistry. Sixth question answer 1. Which compound caused tragedy of Bhopal in 1984? Methyl isocyanate 2. Which compound is used as an antichlor? Na2S2O33. Which chemical used as a fixer in photography? Sodium thiosulfate 4. Which metal has the highest density? Platinum 5. In human body, into which does the pancreas secretes its enzymes? Duodenum 6. Which compound is used in anti-malarial drug? Chloroquine 7. What does soda water contain? Carbon dioxide 8. Which process of weathering belongs to both mechanical and chemical weathering? Crystallization. 9. What is the main constituent of vinegar? Acetic acid 10. Which compound is used for writing on glass? Hydrogen fluoride 11. Which compound is commonly used as antifreeze in automobile radiators? Glycerol 12. When water vapors are passed over aluminium carbide, what do we get? Methane 13. What are soaps? Sodium or potassium salts of heavier fatty acids 14. Which material is suitable for water purification? Zeolites 15. Which chemical is used in foam fire extinguishers? Aluminium sulfate 16. Which element is with the highest electrical conductivity? Silver 17. During electrolysis, which the species are discharged at cathode? Cations 18. Non-stick cooking utensils are coated with which metal? Teflon 19. Which represents a process of chemical weathering? Hydration and hydrolysis 20. How can permanent hardness of water be removed? By adding washing soda 21. Which nuclear particle is responsible for holding all nucleons together? Mesons. 22. What is generally present in tonics? Ethanol. 23. Which component of the atmosphere has increased during the last 200 years? Carbon dioxide 24. What does mixture of CS2 and H2S on passing over heated copper give? Methane 25. Of which metal were the tools and weapons of Harappan civilization? Copper, tin and bronze 26. which is associated with the formation of brown air in traffic-congested cities. Nitrogen oxide 27. Balloons are filled with which gas? Helium 28. Which are the best and the poorest conductors of heat respectively? Silver, Ag, and lead, Pb 29. Which metal is not attacked by the environment? Gold 30. Which colloidal solution is used in photography? Colloidal silver bromide. Remove watermark 1-PDF element. General Studies. Chemistry. System question answer 1. A temperature difference of 25 degrees Celsius is equivalent to a temperature difference of how many F? 45 degrees F. 2. A deuterium nucleus consists of which particles? 1 proton and 1 neutron. 3. How many moles are there in 140 g of Psi? Atomic mass of silicon is 28. 5. 4. Which is used in storage batteries? Lead 5. An element X forms an oxide X03. 6. Which polymeric material is used for making bulletproof jacket? Kevlar 7. Which is the main ingredient in cement? Limestone 8. Which element is produced when concentrated cinnabar is roasted in the excess of air? Hg. 9 isotones. 10. Which compound is known as white vitriol? ZnSO4.7H211. Which environment leads to the occurrence of acid rain? Sulfur dioxide 12. Which type of the fruit formed without fertilization? Parthenocarpy 13. In vulcanization, with which the natural rubber is heated? Sulfur 14. Which algae is used as biofertilizer in the production of crop paddy? Blue-green algae 15. When lake starts freezing, the formation of the ice will start first at which point? Top. 16. Which unicellular algae are used as source of oxygen in space research? Chlorella 17. Which is used as a filler in rubber tires? Carbon black 18. Alcoholic fermentation is brought about the action of which thing? Yeast 19. By whom was the principle of black hole enunciated? S. Chandrasekhar 20. Which gas has maximum calorific value? Oil gas 21. A molecule of glucose on complete oxidation yields how many ATP molecules in case of aerobic respiration? 36. 22. A lighted candle gets extinguished when covered with a tumbler. Why? Because of inadequate supply of air. 23. In anaerobic respiration, what is the net gain of ATP per glucose molecule oxidized? 2. 24. The elements of group 1 are generally known as which name? Nicogens 25. Which pairs of rays is electromagnetic in nature? X-rays and gamma rays 26. Which gas changes lime water in milky color? Carbon dioxide 27. Mercury. Mercury thermometers can be used to measure temperature up to how many degrees C? 360 degrees Celsius. 28. What does gobar gas contains mainly? Methane 29. Which are the important raw materials required in cement industry? Limestone and clay. 30. What is not the cause of low conductivity of electrolyte? Ionization of salt. Remove watermark Wondershare PD filament. General studies. Chemistry. Sister question answer 1. Cooking gas is a mixture of which gases? Butane and propane 2. Which acid is produced when milk gets sour? Lactic acid 3. Which are the most commonly used chemicals in the artificial rain making or cloud seeding? Silver iodide, Ugl. 4. What happens when water is heated from 0 degrees C to 10 degrees Celsius? The volume of water first decreases then increases. 5. Which compound does not give a positive test in Lassane's test for nitrogen? Hydrazine 6. Litmus paper used in laboratory from which obtained? Lichen 7. Which acid is used in synthetic lemonade? Citric acid 8. With rise of boiling point of a water, what will be the latent heat of steam? Decreases. 9. If we sprinkle common salt on an earthworm, why does it die? Due to osmotic shock. 10. What do the contact of two air masses differing sharply in humidity originate? Temperate cyclones. 11. Which of the toxic heavy metals is found in modern tannery industries? Chromium 12. Why is tetracycline is used as anti-plague drug? 13. Which contain high content of lead? High octane fuel. 14. Where is Pakistan's nuclear power plant located? Kahuta. 15. Denatured spirit is a mixture of ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol and which other thing? Pyridine. 16. During rainy seasons, why do doors made up of wood swell up? Due to imbibition. 17. Of the floating iceberg in the sea, how much is the portion remaining above the sea level? 1/10th. 18. By which enzyme is urea converted into ammonia and carbon dioxide? Uris. 19. Which color of heat radiation represents the highest temperature? White. 20. Which fertilizer has more nitrogen content? Urea. 21. Trees in tropical deciduous forest shed their leaves in which season? Dry season. 22. Food wrapped in newspaper is likely to get contaminated with which disease? Lead. 23. If a U-238 nucleus splits into two identical parts, how will the two nuclei be so produced? Stable. 24. Which metal is used for making boats because it does not corrode by sea water? Titanium. 25. Which is a strong smelling agent? Agent added to LPG cylinder to help in the detection of gas leakage. Ethanol. 26. Which is a metamorphic rock? Slate. 27. What is the best conductor of electricity? Salt water. 28. Which was the first atomic power reactor in India? Apsara. 29. Which of the element of group 17 is radioactive? Astatine. 30. Which has the least penetrating power? Alpha particles. Remove watermark 1 shape PDF element. General studies. Chemistry. System question answer 1. Which landmark in medical history was the first to take place? Plastic surgery. 2. Most of the explosions in mines occur due to the mixing of things. Oxygen with acetylene. 3. Which metal causes hereditary disease? Cadmium. 4. Glass is made of the mixture of which things? Sand and silicates. 5. Which is the chief characteristic of wet and dry tropics? Constant heating. 6. What is a graph? Is plotted taking degrees C along the y-axis and of K along the x-axis. Straight line. 7. Acetyl salicylic acid is commonly used as which medicine? A painkiller. 8. The electron emitted in beta radiation originates from where? Inner orbits of atoms. 9. Which chemically inactive gas present in the atmosphere? Argon.